We're good.
Hi, my name is Matt Buman. I'm an assistant professor at Arizona State University in Phoenix, Arizona. And my study was on estimating replacement effects of sedentary time, active time, as well as sleep time, and looking at how that impacts cardiometabolic risk factors such as waist circumference, CRP, LDL, HDL, cholesterols, as well as markers of diabetes such as insulin and glucose. And essentially what I found in a controlled model using data from the US NHANES data set in 2005 and 2006, I found that if we can estimate through a simulation study of replacing time from sedentary behavior with moderate to vigorous physical activity, we see improvements in most all of those biomarkers. We see also improvements for moving time from sedentary to light intensity activity in a smaller subgroup of those, as well as benefits for moving time from sedentary behavior into sleep. Overall, summarizing this, it seems that moderate to vigorous physical activity is the most potent behavior from a time perspective, but also light intensity and sleep are also beneficial, and these appear to be equally beneficial. And it does seem to be best that we replace time from excess sedentary time or sitting time.
So this is cross-sectional, right? Because
Correct.
so not absolutely
Sure.
causal, but it suggests that like if I'm sitting on the couch for an hour, I would improve my health about the same amount if I either just stand up and get off the couch and move a bit, or if I decide to go to sleep during that hour rather than sitting down.
Right. So because as you mentioned, these are cross-sectional data. Essentially, what we're looking at here is estimating the effect of at the population level. This was a population-based study.
Yeah.
If we were to have a shift in population level activity, so if there was a population level shift from 30 minutes of sedentary, and that was all replaced with moderate to vigorous, we'd have a given effect. And we'd have another given effect if it was moved into sleep in those different levels. And so it's a simulation study. We need to move forward and do more experimental type of studies where we actually do look at these sorts of shifts experimentally. But yeah, so the results do suggest though that if you are sitting, you would get a health benefit from moving from sedentary into sleep, or sedentary into light, or sedentary into moderate to vigorous physical activity.
Now, were you surprised about the moving from sedentary to sleep? Because I know a lot of people, probably most people lump them together, like sedentary behavior researchers don't, but most other people do. So were you surprised, or have other people been surprised by that?
Given the research out there that shows the effect of additional sleep time on health outcomes, particularly metabolic outcomes such as insulin and glucose, I wasn't that surprised, but it was nice to see it. This was the first type of study that's actually included both sleep, moderate intensity, light intensity, and sedentary within a single model, and kind of really tightly controlled for all of these factors using objective measures of physical activity and self-reported sleep. And we hope to do more, and there's work down the line to be able to do that with more objective measures of sleep. So I wasn't so surprised, but it was nice to see kind of pitting head-to-head these different behaviors that, moving, we don't just need to give people the message to move from sedentary into more active behaviors. We can give people options to say, we probably could get them to just get a little bit more sleep, and that could also be beneficial.
Right, which is probably a lot easier. I mean, it's cheaper, and you don't need any skills or anything like that to sleep more.
Absolutely, and generally in our society, we do suffer from not having enough sleep. And exercise, as wonderful as it is, as beneficial as it really is, we need to give people options to be able to do different activities and different things with their excess sedentary time.
And so the last question, what's next? Do you have plans for interventions to try and shift people from one to the other, or more longitudinal studies? What do you want to do next?
So we're starting to look at developing interventions, both more controlled studies where we try to tightly control how much sleep and how much exercise people are getting, and looking at cardiometabolic risk factors, as well as more behavioral studies where we're looking at changing, using different behavioral strategies to get people to sleep more and have higher quality sleep, as well as to increase their physical activity and reduce their sedentary time. And we're also looking to replicate this current study with new data from NHANES where we do have objective sleep.
Oh, that'd be great.
Physical activity. That's a couple of years down the road. Something we're very interested in doing.
Cool. Is there anything else that you missed? Great. Thanks a lot, Matt.